It's about the speed, the style, and capturing the buyer's attention to buy, and sold. This is the life of an auctioneer. And this is SABC Education Career Guide. Now, auctioneers sell items off at auctions to the highest bidder. They may have auctions that have a variety of items for sale or just focus on a special item like jewelry or antiques. No matter what the auctioneer is selling, they need to be familiar with the value of the object that they are selling so they can help the owners get the most money out of the sale. Spani seems to deal with a lot of moolah and a lot of talking. So let's get more info on this very different career.
Auctioneers sell various kinds of property at public sales. Auction sales may be held for individuals or businesses or by court order. Most auctioneers specialize in one type of merchandise such as antiques, livestock, real estate, industrial equipment, or inventory liquidation. Besides a high school education, any individual interested in becoming an auctioneer can receive formal training in the field by attending a reputable auction school. Auctioneers are in an exciting and demanding line of work, which is highly diversified and requires good organizational and promotional skills, effective public speaking, and a knack for entertaining audiences. Interested individuals can enter the field as an auctioneer's assistant by applying directly to auction houses or self-employed auctioneers.
Auctioneering involve a bid calling. Laya vanhu va vulavula ku fast. So I kota ku va hi dyondzisa van'wani ku xavisisiwa ku yini swilo aka auction.
But you obviously started somewhere, and that was obviously your schooling career. So what were your subjects and your qualifications that you had to attain?
Someone at the 12 or to be considering this career, I would say some numeracy skills, which would be accounting and a little bit of maths and marketing.
So, is there any certain particular degree, let's say if you have to go to a tertiary institutions after school to study to become an auction?
There is no degree, but there is diplomas that are offered by private institutions. In South Africa currently we have as Tirani Auctioneers, or as Tirani Group, we have our own training academy. It's called the African Training Academy and School of Auctioneering. We are accredited by the SABC CETA and we offer training for auctioneers. It's a 12-month course, but obviously there are skills programs that people can do which would last 2 days, 3 days, and once you have done a lot of them, they can be combined to then form this 12-month course. The 12-month course is not like you 12 months at school. You at school 30% of the course, which would be like, call it 3 months, and the 9 months you would have to be doing practicals with an auction company. When you're doing auctioning, you have to have good vocal cords because it's like singing. I wouldn't equate it to singing because, you know, musicians sing and dance and play instruments at the same time. So it's more hectic than auctioning because we don't have to do that, but we have to shout numbers. And sometimes you can shout numbers the whole day. And that does take a toll on your voice sometimes. And we have to do funny things with our voices you don't want to know, like raw eggs and drinking booster sauce and to keep your voice going, particularly if you're auctioning frequently.
What did you do when you started your business? Did you seek financial assistance or did you maybe have some savings? What was your starting point basically?
As an auctioneer, you don't even have to start a business where you will appoint or employ other people. You can sell your services of bid calling to other auctioneering companies. So as a result, you would not need capital. But if you want to start a company, then you need to look at how many people you employ, you need to look at premises, and you need to look at a business plan and all of that, which in itself will cost you money. But fortunately with auctioneering, you don't have to start with too many people, and you don't have to buy stock to sell. You can sell stock on behalf of your client. So it doesn't require a lot of capital to start an auctioneering company, if I were to put it like that.
I have to give it to the auctioneers because these professionals seem to be very talented when it comes to speaking really fast. And that definitely is a talent that Mina, I would like to learn. Manje, if speaking is your thing, and if you think you have what it takes to be a professional auctioneer, you could earn between 120,000 rands and 370,000 rands per year. Now, monthly, they could potentially earn between 10,000 rands to 30,000 rands. Not bad at all for a career that involves speaking all the time. Manjege, in this career, there are loads of different types of auctions, and an auctioneer can specialize in a specific field of interest. There are a variety of sectors that an auctioneer can go into depending on their interests. You could either be an auctioneer who deals with government inventory, with personal items, with antiques, with autos, with boats, and business liquidations. Kodwa, many auctioneers do prefer to go into agricultural auctions. Within the sector, they can specialize in livestock, farm machinery, and even tobacco. Now, these auctioneers auction off cattle and livestock to farmers seeking to breed. There are also auctioneers within the real estate sector, but in order for you to do this, you need to have a real estate license. Manjege, asibona ukuthi isuku lenza kanjani in the life of an auctioneer. Do they just work when the auction begins, or is there a lot of preparation that happens before the auction? Asibona.
This is the registration office. As you can see, some of the buyers are registering here. Once the buyers have registered, they will receive a buyer's card. They complete their details here so that they can record them on the computer, so when they buy something, it's registered. And then they take this. This is their buyer's card, buyer number 86, with the rules or the terms and conditions, and their names will be here. So when they go to the yard and they buy, as an auctioneer, I'll say sold to buyer number 86. In the computer here, buyer number 86 is now registered. So even if they buy 20 items, the computer will sort it out, and it will produce a price of what they must pay. With commission and everything. He said one of our buyers, he comes to all our auctions, that's why he even knows how it works. Toyota Conquest, guys, over there, you're not moving from here. Yes, you can see. How much for that one, guys? It has got a cooler system, that one. 3,000 a bit. That's 3.5 and a 4 if you want 4.5 and a 5. That's 5 and a 5.5 and a 6 and a 6.5 now. 6.5, 7 and a 7.5. You are at 7.5. That's 7,000 here, 7.25. Goes up to 7.25. Anyone at 7.25. No one at 7.25. That's 7 here, plus 1. 7. Yeah, 7.25. 7.5. 7.75. 7.75. Yes, no, out. Bidding say 7 3/4 and 8. 8 1/4. 8 1/4. 8 1/2. Yeah. 8 3/4. Not 14.5, guys. No more. Sell it to your buyer. Buyer number 6. Buyer number 6 for 14.5. Yeah. 14,500. I hope you enjoyed the auction, guys.
We really did enjoy the auction, Mr. Mabanda. The first question would be, how do you know that these people that come here are qualified enough for the auction?
As I said to you before we started, they register and they get the buyer's cards. Okay. So we have their details. Some of them are even permanent buyers of ours. They buy from our auctions all the time. So we've vetted them, we've checked their credit records. But even if it's a new buyer, they come, when they register, they have to pay a deposit. And today's deposit was 5,000. So we charge a deposit. Sometimes we charge even 10,000 for deposit, because we charge that so that the person cannot run away from their money.
And how do you keep track of all of the stuff that you're selling?
I'm sure you saw there were 2 or 3 people. Some were for the military and others were my own staff. They were writing on clipboards. They were writing what we call a vendor roll. And a vendor roll has got 10 pages, 10 lines on it, 10 rows. Now, why we do that is when I've sold 10 items, they take it to the office where the registration happened. And they start allocating. That's why each time I was saying, sold to buyer number 10 for 2,000. They record that and they take it to the office. In the office, they put it in the computer so that they can invoice the people. Why we have it as 10 items is because some people may buy one item and they want to go home. They don't have to wait up to the end of the auction. When they go to the office and they say, I want to go away, no longer want to buy. The office can check, and if maybe they're in the middle of a vendor roll, they'll say wait until the other paper comes, because someone can buy and they want to run away from a purchase. So when the document has come, they input. If this person has not bought anything, they even refund him his deposit.
I guess an auctioneer is more than just a sharp mouth. When if you want to pursue a career in auctioneering, recommended subjects to take in high school are your languages, in particular English. You have to know how to speak to your bidders properly, and you also need to be clear and concise during an auction. If you decide to start your own auction business, it would be great if you have business studies and maths under your belt. Now, this will help you understand how to run a business and also how to deal with your clients that bring in much of your business revenue. Manje, after matric, there are no formal tertiary institutions which will help you become an auctioneer. Most wannabe auctioneers choose to complete a training program that may last a few weeks or months. Now, during this training, they get taught how to chant, which is how to speak as auctioneers speak during an auction while selling the items. The auctioneer must gain experience in public speaking and learn how to maintain his or her chanting. During this training, they also learn how to pace their bids, set a rhythm, and find a natural breathing pattern. Manje gyabafundisa also how to focus on the behind-the-scenes knowledge that prepares them and the items for sale. They must also know the basic auction clerking and record keeping. If this is the career that you would like to go into and you would like some more training, you should contact your local auction house and find out more details on training. Manje njengobuwazi ukuthi you can have as much training in any career, but your personal traits are also really important. It is really important that you are a very organized person, as you would have to plan and execute a number of sales in one auction. Another really important quality that you should have is that you need to be an outgoing and talkative person. You will be standing in front of a lot of bidders, and you need to be able to vocalize yourself in front of all these people. Being shy will definitely not help you at all. Manjige, an auctioneer is normally based in one auction house or different auction houses. Due to pre-planning of the auction, the auctioneer would then spend time in the office gathering the information that they need in order to execute the auction. This time will also be used to send out advertisements of the auction itself. Manje lo msebenzi also includes the auctioneer arranging a venue, meals and restrooms for the venue that they will be using to do the auction. This job does not only limit you to the office, but you will also have to travel to the venue where the auction will be taking place. Not only that, but one client would need to come in and view the items that you will be auctioning. So this is a very stressful and demanding job. Being an auctioneer needs you to put in a lot of hours ensuring that your auction goes smoothly. So if you've got the gift of the gab and don't mind standing in front of large crowds of people and have a keen spirit for selling a variety of products, then this might just be the career for you.